before, like an hour before, or like we'll do a whole separate day of just re-records.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I mean sometimes just the audio is unusable because of internet lag or whatever, but
Or because you're burping.
or yeah, exactly. There's so much that gets caught. It's so bad. Thomas has put out I don't know if he's actually ever published them, but he sent them to us of just the noises we make.
Just like a cut.
Yeah.
Like an hour-long cut.
It's a lot of me snorting. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of or me coughing.
Yep.
Because of my allergies, or Amy doing her weird noises that she does.
Okay.
Like her like that. Or like just the subtle little that Adam will do. Like he does very short little shit like that. It's so funny. And then I was telling him about this podcast, which we do live.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, so what we do for this one is completely different, because we're on camera.
Yep. And
we just shoot the shit. And he goes, well, what do you guys talk about? I'm like, I don't know, whatever's topical.
Whatever happened that week.
Yeah, whatever happened that week, And then I said, then after that, it gets recorded and then published. So I said, we stream on 2 platforms now, Twitch and YouTube. Hey, look at that. Looking at the wrong thing. My camera's right there.
What else is new?
Usually used to being right there. And then I'm like, so then after that, we take the audio feed and then we submit it to a hosting site, an RSS hosting site. And he's just like blank staring at me the whole time. I'm like just think of it as like a place that holds the audio and then publishes it for you. And he's like, well, how does that work? I'm like, I have no idea. I just pay these people $10 a month.
I would have just told him it's talk radio. It's
internet talk radio. What do you want me to say? It's like Rush Limbaugh. He would understand that.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're nothing like Rush Limbaugh.
I know that, obviously, but still. And we're live.
Welcome to the show, everybody. That was Evan explaining.
Actually, I said podcasting is great. I said, but if you're gonna shoot for the moon, topical, you got to shoot for like the Joe Rogan experience. That's where you got to go.
He's the guy.
He is the guy. He used to be Adam Carolla. Now it's like Joe Rogan.
I don't even know who Adam Carolla is.
He's another comedian from that era. Jimmy Kimmel.
Uh-huh.
The 2 of those guys used to have the Man Show way back in the day.
Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. So that's how they got started. Anyways,
the Bardic Beards.
Now
live on 2 platforms at the same time.
Oh my god.
We tried that last week.
It didn't work out.
Didn't work at all. No idea how to use a computer.
No.
But here we are.
Hey,
buddy.
Hey. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are.
I know.
Another week.
Yeah. Sorry we missed last week, guys. Things and stuff happen.
It is a funny story that you're not going to get to hear.
Nope. Never. Never, ever.
Sucks to suck.
It does suck to suck. But anyways, I'm glad we're back. I always miss doing it when we don't do it.
Absolutely.
And I just like doing this.
Don't get to talk to you that much anymore.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. Well, don't worry, that'll change here soon.
Well, I'm hoping.
Yeah, it will.
Evan, where are you this week?
Oh, dude, fucking Stonks Market.
Hey, let's go.
It's
boys.
topical. So, hey, tell me, how did a bunch of us millennials?
I didn't have much to do with it, to be fair.
I know, I didn't either. I hopped on the bandwagon at the last part.
Yep.
How did we millennials, right, somehow take out $1 billion hedge fund?
Well, it goes a little something like this.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to beat it to death because
everybody's heard it. Yeah.
Everybody's podcast.
But we got to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's topical right now.
The TLDR. For those of you who live under a rock.
I like that subreddit, the TLDR. There's another one that's similar that's explain to me like I'm 5.
Yeah.
Another good one.
Explain it to you like you're 5.
Yeah, exactly. But go ahead.
These people who have way too much money to begin with.
Yep.
Were very, very greedy.
Yep.
And sold stuff they didn't own.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing you could do, apparently. But
yeah, and then it turns out you have to buy that back. Is how that works.
The short selling.
And then everybody found out. Thanks to Reddit.
Thanks to a specific Redditor.
Deep fucking value.
Man, let me tell you something. You got guys like, you have Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett. Deep fucking value.
Imagine him at that table.
It's a roundtable discussion.
Although Elon's a meme too. Let's be fair.
Yeah, he is, and he embraces it.
Definitely.
Yeah. But like somebody like Warren Buffett, like,
Oh god. Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I hear he's a really nice guy for
Yeah,
how rich he is.
But he's like a serious investor type.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know.
He drives the same car he's had since the 80s.
I
It's like
believe it.
an like economical like luxury vehicle, but it's the same thing. Like the dude doesn't live beyond his means.
It's
which is
the
pretty
same
cool.
one.
Yeah.
Or like okay.
Yeah, he's had the same car for like 30 years now.
I would.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck it. The 80s were 40 years ago. Anyway,
yeah,
moving on
40 years
quickly.
ago. Oh my god.
We're almost 30, bud.
I know. Hey, you just had a birthday.
Happy birthday, me.
Happy birthday,
I'm
you, bud.
20 too many.
20
So let's get
Yep.
that out.
Yeah. You turned 25 again.
Hey, part 6. Let's go.
Oh man. Okay, so back to the stonks.
Yeah. If you want a real explanation, go find somebody else's.
else. Yeah, but I mean, short of long, yeah. GME GameStop was one of those.
Yep. It's the one.
It is the one, yeah. There's a couple more that people are like, oh, AMC, Naked, Nokia,
Yep.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Sure.
Was there people protesting outside of the Bed Bath & Beyond?
Near our place of business. Yes, absolutely.
I saw that Facebook post.
I wasn't there
Okay.
that day because that was my birthday and I was off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess, and I don't know because I didn't really look into it. But there's like, the fucking pillow guy.
I know this one.
Okay,
I got
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
So the My Pillow guy, whose name I won't say because I can't remember it, but also he doesn't
It's a
deserve
good
it.
reason.
He's a huge Trump supporter.
Okay.
He was his strategist for certain things when he was trying to take back the election. And
stop the steal.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of companies stopped carrying his product, which, to be honest with you, sucks. Because when I worked for a specific big box store back in the day, and I worked at the returns and membership counter, we sold the My Pillow, and we would probably return, like, I'm not even kidding, like 10 a day.
Really?
Oh yeah, all the time. They have an F rating from the Better Business Bureau also.
No shit.
Yeah, but all of their products.
What's wrong with these pillows?
So they're supposed to be like form fitting and air cooling.
Okay.
But they smell really bad.
Yeah.
And they lose their rigidity.
Yeah.
Like, because they're supposed to be like a memory foam type deal.
Right.
And they don't cool out down at all. So it's it's like this cheap gel whatever from China somewhere. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe. Sure. I don't know. Okay. But no, he's a big proponent of the Capitol riots and stuff like that. And so again, these companies like Bed Bath & Beyond and I think Wayfair was one of them. But a bunch of online stores, they basically pulled all the stock.
So, and I don't know, and you weren't there, so you might not. But these people were protesting to put the pillows back in the stores.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it that one of our coworkers posted. And it was a guy holding a sign that said "Support the My Pillow guy." He didn't even know his name, which is the sad part. And
there was sign said "My Pillow guy."
I know there was people outside like waving American flags and stuff.
It was a decent gathering.
Was there?
Yeah, I mean, based on that couple pictures that I saw,
that's just sad.
Bunch of no mask wearing boomers.
Yeah, no mask wearing boomers in the middle of Central Florida.
Where else would they be?
I have no idea. Like, I don't mind saying where we're at. Central Florida.
Yep.
But come on, like, why? Go somewhere else. Do something better with your time.
But they're retired.
Yeah, you're right.
They were already going to Joann's.
Yeah. You're right. And they hit up the ABC when they first opened. So, anyways.
Sorry. One second here.
Everything okay?
Yeah, my watch is trying to sign in somewhere in Oklahoma.
Oh.
I'm not going to allow that.
What is the sign?
I don't know. Just trying to access my Apple ID. It's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
all right.
Just, don't allow.
That's what I did.
Okay, good.
Technology.
Yeah. Anyways, I bought into some of the stonks.
I did not. My girlfriend did.
Yeah.
Yep.
She did GME, right?
Yes.
How much did she buy that? I'm just curious. You don't have to tell me.
Around 200.
Oof.
Yeah.
No, I actually went up. No,
yeah, it's like 330 right now, and
I got that kind of
expected to go quite higher. So.
I don't know. Again?
Enter your password. Apple. Okay. Later.
Okay. I bought into AMC.
Yeah,
that actually did go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dogecoin.
Oh, you're a fucking meme, huh?
I'm a meme now. Yeah. Okay. Here's my justifications.
Okay.
So far,
Yep.
I have made a lot of money from it.
Like,
not even kidding. I have about 1,500 Dogecoin.
You made it before. Then you made it the day
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, before it shot up to an actual like penny.
I made it to like 8 cents.
8 cents.
Yeah.
I watched it. I was like, oh my god, I'm making this much money off of fake money.
I have 420 Dogecoin.
Come on, you
have to do it.
I know you have to do it. Again, I'm talking to my grandpa about it. And it's so he's like, he's all about it,
Sure.
But he's like, just don't spend money you don't have. Don't spend money you can't afford to lose.
Right.
Totally, absolutely.
That's
it's like
how you're supposed to do stocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blow $100 at the casino.
Exactly.
That's fine.
I turned, honestly,
as long as you stop.
I've turned $70 into like 175 right now.
Pretty good.
But
also, is all of your portfolio meme stocks?
No.
Okay.
Well, now that you ask.
Just curious.
It actually wasn't, but it mostly is now.
You sold your real stocks to buy memes?
Yeah, well, the only real stock I had was in GE and Zanga, because Zanga was free when I signed up for Robinhood.
You got the one free share.
I did. Actually, my one free share doubled in price.
Oh, that was the other big part of the story. I guess we should probably quickly cover.
What?
The big day that the internet blew up with the stocks, a lot of the major firms,
they
limited brokerages, stopped buying of all of these heavily shorted stocks.
I was a little pissed off at that.
And even now are only allowing a certain number to be.
Yeah, I got an email from them. You can have a limited number of GME, AMC, BBY, NOK, things like that. AMC, you can only get 10 shares.
Yeah.
GME, 1 right now.
Damn.
I know. But, I mean...
The excuse that they're using...
Yeah.
Because I looked into it a little bit.
Volatile.
Well, yes. Basically, the brokerages usually, in order to like buy a stock for you, because that's how it works.
They're borrowing it. Isn't that correct?
No, not the stock. They only... But to buy it...
Yeah.
They only have to put up like a small percentage of the actual amount.
That's right, yeah.
Until your money clears, and then they can pass it along, right?
Which could take up to 4 to 5 days.
Something. I think it's usually 2 or 3, but whatever.
Excuse me.
But because of the volatility of these stocks, the companies that they use to front the money are now asking for 100% of it up front.
Yeah.
And it's always cash, but that's a lot of fucking cash to have.
That is a lot of cash to have. Yeah, because I mean, like, if what I'm reading, a lot of this is true. Like, people are putting hundreds of thousands in this. Like, poof, man. Let me tell you. I mean, but don't get me wrong. These people are gonna get rich.
Or if not, at least stick it to the man a little bit.
If not, you're right. Stick it to the man. $70 billion hedge funds going down.
That's mostly what it's about at this point.
Yeah.
Most of these people that are investing don't care about the stock market or investing.
I actually like genuinely like when I did it, I was like excited to do it.
Sure.
Not to stick it to the man, but to like make some money,
Yeah, well, those are both very good reasons to invest.
That's what being an adult is, man.
Careful.
Oh my god. But you know what?
We are almost 30.
I know. I know. Next month.
Yeah.
Oof, I'll be close.
Dude,
right. The one thing I've taken away from this is that apes together strong.
Diamond hand, bitches.
Diamond hand, bitches. I know. Oh man, I love the memes. The memes are so good right now.
It's a very juicy internet.
It's flooded Reddit so much. I can't see a post that is not Wall Street bets now.
Even on all the other subreddits.
I know.
All of them.
And then I joined a Discord. I should have done that. That was dumb. I clicked on it. I was like, all right, what is this Discord about? It was Dogecoin Discord. And I couldn't read anything.
Yeah.
Because it just was going too damn fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
I forget who was telling the story, but somebody was like logged into the it was Luke on the WAN show.
Oh yeah.
He was logged into the Wall Street Bets Discord.
Yeah.
And like just not even, maximized, not even reading it actively, but his computer was like slowed down to a halt.
Oh my god.
And this guy has like some major PC hardware.
Exactly.
Some crazy X series processor, and as soon as he closed Discord, it was back to normal.
Oh, that's
so fucking
funny.
crazy.
That is crazy.
Speaking of the WAN show, actually, on Friday, Linus matched and then 5x'd all of the super chats from the WAN show.
Yeah.
And it's putting it into GameStop.
Wow.
And he called Yvonne live on the WAN show to tell her.
I wonder how much money that is.
It was $50,000. Could you imagine having to call your wife live on air?
Say, hey, honey, I'm investing in a company that at one point was going bankrupt,
and I need $50,000 out of her bank account.
I guess if somebody could afford it, that is on YouTube, it's one of two people, Mr. Beast or Linus.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket for him, but still,
the guy's got straight up. I mean, he's got 10 gigabit internet right from the internet company right to his house, and then something like that. I can't remember.
I think it's 10. No, yeah, it's 10 gig into the office. They have 100 gig throughout the office.
Direct from the IPS.
Yeah.
or
yeah.
ISP.
Yeah. Their line goes right to the ISP.
Man.
I don't know how much that cost.
Dude, I don't even want to think about that. What's how people are like, you go into a store, they're like, what's the light bill in this place?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the internet bill at that place? Good lord,
stupid.
Their upload has got to be stupid.
Oh, it's 10 both ways. It's fiber. That's how that works.
I'm sure if I were to put Okolo up to do a speed test, it would set my phone on fire.
Is that how you say that word?
Okolo?
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain it is.
Thought it was Ookla.
Ookla? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Just reading it like it's written.
All right, so
yeah.
to get out of stonks, because they're so great. And we just wanted to talk about it, because again, everybody's talking about it. Let's talk about the other thing everybody's talking about,
which is
Kong versus Godzilla. I got that backwards.
Godzilla Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla Kong. It actually looks really good.
I only just watched the trailer, and I'm much more hyped than I was previously.
Yeah, I'm legit hyped about it.
Yeah.
I liked the last two Godzilla movies. Because there's two, and the Kong movie was great.
Kong was pretty good.
Kong was,
I had fun with that. The Godzilla from this is the Godzilla from the last couple of Godzilla movies?
Supposedly, yes.
Okay.
So
didn't know that.
There's a buzz around the internet because of a few shots in the trailer that some people think that either something is provoking Godzilla to attack these cities.
Okay.
Which is why they got to bring King Kong in. Big monkey.
Yeah. Big boy.
Big boy. Yep. To come in and fight, right? Some people think that it's either A, somebody's provoking Godzilla, or B, it's not really Godzilla, but Mechagodzilla. So
sure doesn't look like Mechagodzilla.
It doesn't, but there's a single frame in that trailer.
Oh God, you did too much reading.
I did. I watched that trailer like 4 or 5 times and slowed it down. There's a couple frames in it where one, you see Godzilla coming overhead and you see this part of his head, right?
Yeah.
And it looks metallic and red.
Okay.
Which is a normal Mechagodzilla color, right?
Sure.
And the other part is there's a part where one of the characters is standing in front of a screen, and in the screen you see this what looks like an endoskeleton.
Okay.
It'd be I guess an endoskeleton because it's inside of or maybe an exoskeleton.
Your skeleton's an endoskeleton.
Yeah, so it'd be an endoskeleton of what looked like a mech version of Godzilla, and it said in front of it maximum charge or something like that.
Okay.
So the buzz is that Godzilla, because he is the literal king of monsters, or the god of monsters, that he's got to go and fight this thing, but also punish us for making it. Yeah.
Well, so Mechagod, and I haven't seen all the old
Godzilla
movies, but I know in some of them he's just a thing, and in some at some point he's an enemy of the humans, and at other points he's not.
Yeah,
it's weird.
So, in the very original Godzilla movie, Godzilla is a representation of the Western expansion of Japan.
Okay.
Right, and how they have to try to stop it, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So basically us stopping us. We were Godzilla. So Godzilla was the bad guy.
Okay.
And it's changed since where Godzilla is now like this. Oh no, he's this benevolent being that protects us against other monsters.
Gotcha.
So like when Rodan shows up, which is a big flying pterodactyl,
right?
He fights him. Or King Ghidorah is another one. That's like the 3-headed Hydra one. He fights that. Or like in the most recent ones, which he did fight both Rodan and King Ghidorah, but like in the first Godzilla movie, he fought two things. They called them Mutos.
Okay. Don't remember that.
They were basically big parasites that fed off of radiation. Apparently, all these monsters feed off of radiation.
Sure.
But that was like the whole premise was he had to bring back the balance. Like these things are attacking the city. He views humans as his pets, kind of that kind of deal,
Gotcha. Don't beat up my dog.
Yeah, don't beat up my dog. And then King of Monsters, which was a sequel to that. That's again when there was this group of eco-terrorists, which turns into I think this other group called Apex. There's kind of like two factions. There's Monarch, which is in all of the movies. So they were in Godzilla, they were in King Kong, they were in all those. They're kind of like the good ones, right? And then there's Apex, which are like the bad ones.
Okay.
They woke up King Ghidorah. And King Ghidorah is not he's not natural. He's not a part of this world. Apparently, he's from another planet. He's an alien, and like he's got like power to control lightning and cause hurricanes and things like that.
Huh.
Yeah. So Godzilla had to fight him and kill him. But at the very end of Godzilla King of Monsters, which is that movie, the leader of Apex, which is Charles Dance or Tywin Lannister, buys the remaining head that was alive. Not alive, but remaining. Because it has 3 heads. So they think, the internet thinks, us, that they took the brain of Ghidorah from that head and put it in the skeleton that they found a skeleton of a dead Godzilla.
Okay.
And then surrounded it in metal or flesh or whatever and grew their own kaiju, to fight. So, and then King Kong's gonna come in because, big monkey.
Yeah.
Because,
way bigger monkey.
Yes, he got huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I rewatched King Kong like a couple days ago.
He's a baby.
He was an adolescent in that. Yeah.
I think they touched on that though.
They did. John C. Reilly did. Yeah, his character's hilarious in that movie, by the way. He was the down pilot.
It's one of his very few hits.
Yeah. Step Brothers is the first, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of another one, to be fair.
He's been in so many movies.
Been in a lot of them.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't think of one either. Well, Ballad of Ricky Bobby, I guess. Talladega Nights. Really?
Fucking stinker.
Oh. Anyways, he's great in that movie. But yeah, he talks about how Kong he's small.
Right.
So, monkey got big. Apparently, he's like 3 times the size he was before.
Or, hot take, just thought of it.
Yeah.
What?
They said he was the last of his species.
What?
Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? The cool thing, I didn't know this. So in King Kong, there was a character, I can't remember his name, but he later shows up in Godzilla King of Monsters as an old man. He was
That'll give you an idea of the time jump then.
Yeah, it was. Well, that movie took place at the end of the Vietnam War, which is 1975. So, and the time jumped to 2014, 2018 or whatever, something like that. So, yeah, pretty cool. He was the guy who thought of the theory of the Hollow Earth, which is how these guys get around.
Right.
That was that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's the theory. That Mechagodzilla. I that's the one I prescribed it most, honestly, because like it makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah. Totally do it.
I don't like to think too much about that kind of stuff ahead of time.
I love speculating.
Nah.
I've only been going in dark into certain things recently, but like I love speculations. I love spoilers. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird that way.
Weird.
I know.
That's okay. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm weird. Definitely weird.
We all are.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
Look at us.
You know what else I hate?
What?
This fucking WandaVision show.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. So that was another thing we wanted to talk about. I made Sean watch it.
That's why I made the cold cut, but that's fine.
That's fine.
You get used to it.
WandaVision came out about 4 weeks ago.
I watched the first 2 episodes finally.
There's 4 episodes out.
Yes.
And I don't know, it came out 3 weeks ago because the first 2 episodes came out at the same time.
Okay.
I love the show. Like, it's good. You hate it.
I can't. Man. So it tries to be 2 separate things.
I know. Yeah.
It's this sitcom that time jumps.
Yep.
And then
it's a horror film.
And then the last 5 minutes are this cool like mystery thing.
Yeah.
If you can make it through the first 25 minutes, fucking challenge. The last 5 minutes have been pretty good.
I asked you this earlier, but you didn't really answer the question, which I'm kind of glad. Did you ever watch like TV Land growing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So you watched like.
My parents love all those old shows, and I don't think they're bad.
I don't think they're bad either. Like I watched I Love Lucy and The Honeymooners, and
but I can appreciate that those were actually written in the fucking 50s. So if I want to watch one of those, I'll go back and watch one of those.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I watched that first episode, I laughed my ass off.
I did laugh fucking once.
Oh my god! I'm seriously surprised.
Oh my goodness.
And the funny thing is, like, it's supposed to be a horror thing.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting enough concept.
Well, it's supposedly going to be shaping Phase 4. At least the first half of it.
Sure, and I talked to one of our coworkers today who said they totally flipped the script stuff in episode 4.
Oh yeah, for sure. It totally changed.
I'm gonna keep watching.
You should.
But like, oh, it's so bad. I don't know. I don't like the writing.
So, I don't know, man. I think it was cool because they shot on actual film with using specific lenses from that era.
I mean, that's cool.
And they had a live studio audience too for those first 2 episodes.
I can get behind those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Write some actually funny jokes, and I'm on board. You know?
But was like the Dick Van Dyke Show funny back then?
I'm sure.
I don't know. I mean, like maybe the jokes don't land to us. Like I like like I Dream of Jeannie and or I Love Lucy. Yeah. Lucille Ball was funny as shit until she turned crazy. Yeah, she was one of those people that like kept saying she could hear radio waves in her teeth. She's one of them. Yeah, yeah.
She was crazy, but she was funny.
Yeah.
Like that show.
Dick Van Dyke's still a funny guy. That dude is like in his 90s and still tap dances. That is very impressive.
I can't dance any kind of dance.
Me neither. But I don't know, man. Like I liked it, and then they did in the 3rd episode. Excuse me. The intro was based off the Partridge Family, but the house and the theme was the Brady Bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of kids in that one.
Just 2. Yeah. Spoiler alert: she has twins. Yeah. And then the 4th episode takes place outside of the bubble. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, so it actually is pretty good, and there's a lot of callbacks. There's a couple of callbacks to some of the other Marvel movies. Like they bring in you saw Captain Marvel, right? Okay, remember the little girl?
Yes.
Monica Rambeau.
Uh-huh.
That's Geraldine.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a sword agent.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
I don't want to spoil it too much.
Sure.
Because the first 5 minutes of it are amazing of that episode. Yeah, so she's Geraldine. So it's Monica Rambeau. That's the character. Jimmy Woo, who was the FBI agent watching Scott Lang, and Ant-Man and the Wasp is back. You remember him?
Uh-huh.
He's the guy who walks. He's like, "How'd you do that, Scott? With the card trick?" He does that. He does a card trick. When he did it, as soon as that, I laughed my ass off because it is the callback. Do you remember Kat Dennings' character from Thor? Google it. Yeah, as soon as you see her, you'll know who she is. She played a character named Darcy in the first 2 Thor movies.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. She's also in it. She's a doctor of like some type of astrophysics. I don't know, something like that. Okay. But she's the one that figures out that they're trapped in a TV show.
Okay.
Or not trapped. I don't know if they're trapped or not. So that's really what I wanted to talk about was these last 2 episodes because that last episode was like all speculative. That's fine. I know, but
I did try to get through.
That's okay. Oh man, there's just a couple things I'm gonna talk about, but there's spoilers. That's okay. All right.
So this does take place like after.
So it takes place after the blip. So there's the snap and the blip.
Right.
The snap was when Thanos snapped. The blip was when everybody came back.
One of our work friend I was talking to about this. Says that they go over like right after the blip.
Yeah, that was the intro to the newest one. Okay. Is it's I am looking forward to it. Okay, yeah, it's literally the minute the blip happens. Okay. Is when that episode starts. I won't say any more because it's so good.
I've been muted for I don't know how long.
Oh no,
it's fine. They could pick me up on your mic.
Oh god, we're so professional. Anyways,
he sang in Chicago. Okay, fair enough.
What?
I don't know. Somebody came for the Godzilla talk, stayed for the beards. Appreciate that.
Who is it?
He sang in Chicago. Anthony Leon.
Oh, hey. Thanks for sticking around, Anthony Leon.
Sorry you couldn't hear me for a while.
Yeah, sorry about that. Who's sang in Chicago? I'm curious.
Somebody we were talking about, I imagine. You say a lot of names really fast sometimes. So.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well,
Chicago,
not the movie, probably the Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking the place at first.
I know because you just watched that movie. No, that's a different movie. Never mind. Keep going.
Oh.
I figure things out. I know what I'm talking about. Anyways.
Don't believe me.
Anyways, so there's a running theory that a lot of the stuff is based off of the House of M comic.
Okay. Which I know nothing about.
That's fine because in the show notes it says I'm going to explain it.
Thank God.
Thank God. So House of M was a storyline that involved both X-Men and the Avengers.
Okay.
It was
we maybe have talked about this before.
Probably have. It's a big crossover event. Basically, in that it all comes from Wanda wanting to manipulate her own reality. She wanted to create her own children. She wanted Vision back from the dead because Vision died recently. He was killed by Ultron. So because of the power she has, which is it's so complicated.
Yeah.
It's mutant powers with chaos magic. So it's both, right? Basically she's able to manipulate reality.
Nobody else has quite that mixture.
No, but there are a couple characters that do have reality warping abilities.
Right.
Hers is on a bigger scale, but like there's another character named Franklin Richards who is Reed Richards' son. He has cosmic ability to do that. He could do that on a cosmic level.
I know I just sent you on a small tangent. I want to go on another one.
That's fine.
In the first episode of this show, she used magic the entire time.
Yeah.
But doesn't just poof a dinner into existence.
I was wondering that myself. Yeah, she turned the chickens back into eggs. She turned the chicken back into eggs.
She had her day one neighbor bring food over.
Yeah, I know.
Instead of poofing some food onto the table. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I know. Right. That's the plot point of the show.
Sure.
Though. Anyways. Sorry. Anyways, just curious. So House of M, so she can manipulate reality to a certain degree.
Right.
So in the beginning of it, she's in childbirth, she's having twins.
Okay.
Doctor Strange is there delivering the children.
Fun.
Her father, who was Magneto.
Okay.
Some people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Maximoff twins are his children. Yeah, remember her brother, Quicksilver?
Yeah.
You didn't see that one coming?
No.
He died saying that.
Rip.
Anyways, and then Professor X or Professor Xavier were all there, and she's having the kids, and then she's like, "Look, twins, Ultron." He goes, "Oh, we have children," and then Xavier rolls in because he doesn't walk in, and he goes, "Wanda, stop it!" And everybody turns around like, "What's wrong?" He goes, She goes, none of this is real, and you know it. And he's basically in his head, controlling her mind, because she's creating that reality, and she's kind of like losing it a little bit. And it's true, none of that was real.
Sure.
So it goes back to reality, and it's back to where it was before. So the Vision's dead, kids aren't real, Doctor Strange wasn't there, but Magneto realizes like, hey, look, we got to do something, and he's consulting with Professor X. And at this time, Magneto's not really a bad guy anymore. He's more of just a leader, which he was a leader before. He was a leader of the mutant Brotherhood of Mutants, but at a certain point, he creates a separate continent called Geonosia.
Okay.
Which is like a mutant haven.
Sure.
Which I think at that point though was kind of abandoned, and it was just like him and a couple people living there. But he consults with Professor X. He's like, look, we need to do something because this is going to get out of hand. So Pietro, or Quicksilver, hears this and tells her, like, they're going to kill you, right? And so Professor X and Magneto assemble the Avengers and the X-Men. They all come together to Geonosia, and they're going to resolve the situation, which I don't know what that means. But they decided to come together, though, because Wanda was an Avenger, but she's also a mutant, so the X-Men need to get involved as well. So basically they're going to do something, but we don't find out what it is because things change. Like, literally, they get there, nobody's there, and then poof. Wolverine wakes up in bed with Mystique, and they're all they're wearing like military uniforms, or like, you know, they had boned the night before, but they're all like in a military organization. And he wakes up like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. And Mystique's like, what are you talking about? You know, we did it last night or whatever. He's like, his head's like, my head's killing me. He's like, and she's like, you get headaches still, things like that. And he's like, something doesn't seem right. And he's like looking around, and he sees like this symbol of M all over the place, and he figures it out. He's like, oh shit, something's wrong. Yeah. So his squad that he leads, which is a bunch of other mutants, start attacking him. Okay. Because they think something's wrong. And it turns out Wanda manipulated reality to make the mutants the dominant species. They're all being led by Magneto, or M stands for Magnus. Because I don't think a lot of people realize this, but his name's not Eric Lyncher in the movies. It's Eric Magnuson or something like that. I'm probably wrong, and the internet's screaming at me. It's okay. But anyways, there's helicarriers all over New York that are all controlled by the House of M. So Wolverine gets the fuck out of there. He does the thing where he dives off. It's okay, and he's Wolverine. Sure. And the first person he goes to look for is Luke Cage for some reason. Or I don't know if he goes looking for him, but he runs into him. Okay. And what Scarlet Witch did is she gave everybody happiness. Okay. Right? So
she like created lives for everybody?
She created new lives for everybody. Yeah. Again, the mutants are the dominant gene, right? But everybody got what they wanted. Okay. So like Luke Cage wanted respect, so he became a crime boss. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Doctor Strange wanted a normal life, so he became a psychiatrist. Okay. Steve Rogers became an old man. Sure. You know, things like that. Yeah. But only Wolverine remembered, and this little girl, there's this other little girl that remembered. And I guess that other little girl went looking for an Avenger and ran into Hawkeye. Okay. Which is weird because Hawkeye was dead. So he's alive again. Yeah. And he's with Luke Cage. And so Wolverine starts telling people, like, look, something's not right here. You know, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. And they all start, like, remembering. So he's able to wake everybody up, kind of. And they all, through a series of events, become their former selves. And then they go to Geonosia to confront Scarlet Witch, who's barely holding her reality together. And at the very end, when they're about to defeat her, she whispers, no more mutants, and then changes everything back to the way it was, except she got rid of every mutant except for like 2% of the mutant population. Damn. And that was the end of House of M. Like a short of the long. So.
Damn, that was a short version?
Yeah. The setup was longer, but
That's
yeah, Hawkeye died again, by the way.
Damn.
I know.
Poor guy never catches a break.
No, he really doesn't.
That's a crazy story.
It's a good story. It's only like 8 issues.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of interludes for it, but it's still really good.
When I was a kid and watching the '90s Spider-Man,
Yeah,
they had a crossover with the X-Men in that series. It was pretty fun.
Remember when he crossed over with the Fantastic Four?
Yep. Sure do.
Yep.
One of the best uses of Fantastic Four.
I know.
It's just sad.
I know.
Yep.
I can't wait till they do a proper movie for them.
One of these days.
Yeah, one of these days. Kevin Feige, he's gonna do something good. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
Right out of Evan's mouth.
Yep. But yeah, I think that's what a lot of people think this show is heading, though, is basically Wanda's.
Sure, somewhere into that.
Yeah, somewhere into
realm.
That. Yeah, the city itself, Westview, is a real city in New Jersey, according to Marvel lore.
Okay.
And it's like she's blocked off like a 6-mile radius. But Darcy thinks it could get bigger. That's what she said. So
she's pretty strong, huh?
Wanda? Yeah, she's very strong. So like, she's strong enough that Doctor Strange is not scared of her, but like considers her a threat at certain points.
Sure, you gotta respect something like that.
Yeah, and he's the master of the mystic arts, the Sorcerer Supreme. So
and has a controlled time doohickey.
Not anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair. Yeah, you know. So, but that's supposedly when this series ends, it's going to lead into the next movie, which is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Which is gonna be so great.
It's gonna be so great.
I can't fucking wait for that.
It's not only is it gonna be Doctor Strange, which is my favorite Marvel character, but it's also being directed by Sam Raimi.
True.
The guy who did the original Spider-Man movies.
Yep.
And The Evil Dead.
Yep.
You know? Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be so good. All the fucking hand gestures.
Circles everywhere.
Benedict Cumberbatch does a good job playing him. I really feel like he does.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that much about Doctor Strange outside of the MCU. Because, you know, that's just who I am.
Like, kind of, like, spot on nailed his character in that movie. Because, like, he's definitely, like, this arrogant doctor, and he gets into a car wreck.
Yeah.
And he just crushes his hands.
hands.
My beautiful hands. And the only reason he goes to learn magic is to try to heal his hands.
Yeah.
But
it worked out good for him.
His hands still hurt. They still shake.
Yeah, well, he could do cooler stuff than fix hearts.
That's very true. Like, you know, protect the universe.
And still fix hearts.
I think his hands still shake. I don't think the scalpel would be good for that.
He has magic.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Magic motherfucker. Oh, man. I just, I can't wait, because we're going to get 2 big multiversal things.
I'm so stoked for both of them.
Spider-Man is going to be multiverse.
Oh my god.
I mean, Doctor Strange is multiverse.
I get a hard on every time.
I know, me too.
Did you see that poster mock-up? I think it was just a mock-up.
Of the 3 Spider-Mans?
3 Spider-Mans.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.
That'd be something. I don't think Andrew Garfield's going to come back, though. I really don't.
Yeah, that's okay. It wasn't that great.
I think if anybody's going to come back, it's Tobey Maguire. He's definitely going to be the old man Spider-Man who...
I hope he's all grouchy like Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse, yeah. He's like, you're kind of round. He's like, yeah, round is shape. Or something like that.
It's fun to see like Spider-Man's origin, but like the coolest thing about him is that he's like a snarky asshole.
Yeah, so
for
sure.
We need an old man Spider-Man at some point.
Yeah,
for crying out loud.
I know. Like, he used to be this bile-manner.
Yeah.
Photojournalist.
Yep.
He was a nerd.
Yep.
And he became a dick.
Yep.
He's got divorced.
I mean, living in New York as a superhero will do that to a man. I'm sure. So.
Yeah. I mean, you can only be underappreciated so much.
Fair.
But apparently, if you mess with New York, you mess with all of us. That's a joke. I hate that running theme. It's like every Spider-Man movie that happens at least once.
Yeah. You know, if we don't get Garfield, you think we'll see a Miles?
I'd hope so. I think at this point, it's like we've had Into the Spider-Verse is about him, and we've had a Miles Morales video game. Like, come on.
Yeah. Or do we get like a Spider-Gwen or a Spider-Woman or...
To be honest,
That seems like it's pretty likely too.
okay, so this might be controversial when I say this.
Okay.
I'd rather see a Spider-Gwen
Mm-hmm.
than a Miles, and here's the reason why. Okay, it's because I want Tom Holland to be a little older when Miles comes around.
That's fair.
Because Miles is supposed to be the young recruit,
Right. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, yep.
And I mean, like, yes, because of the blip, he's technically 22 or something like that.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, because it was 2024
Gross.
during that movie.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
That doesn't work for me.
So even though he's an adult legally, you know, he's still
A teenager.
a teenager. Yeah. Which I think that's funny, actually. Now that I think about it, like, it's like Tom Holland is like 24 in real life, 25. You know,
He doesn't look it.
he does not look it.
Yeah.
No, which I guess makes sense because like when Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man, he was like late 20s playing as a high schooler.
Yeah, it's weird.
It was weird.
Everything's all flip floppy.
I know. You know, I want to go on a tangent real quick. Apparently, Tobey Maguire was a little hard to work with on the first movie.
I could see it.
And Joe Manganiello, who played Flash Thompson, was bribed to try to punch him in the face in real life. A couple of guys on set were like, "Hey, look, man, we'll pay you $100 if you punch him in the face.
200 if we can get it on camera."
Yeah, and he's like looking around, and he sees one of the other PAs like look at him and go. He's like, I didn't do it because he's like, I never work in this business again if I did that. I love that.
Was he even? Tobey Maguire wasn't even like a big star or anything.
He done some movies.
Yeah,
But like before that, what did he do? He did
I can't think of. I know I'm not the guy, but like,
I'd have to look it up. He did a couple of movies. I know he did one movie with Leonardo DiCaprio called The Good Son.
all right. So he was the second best actor in whatever the fuck movie that is.
Yeah, I know. But that was when he was a kid. Like he hasn't. I don't know. I'm sure there's something else I'm forgetting, but
Yeah, whatever.
you're right. Tobey Maguire got like big because of Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Whatever. Some people are just dicks.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's that way nowadays, but at least then he was. So I know he almost dropped out of the second movie,
Really.
claiming he had a back injury, and they were going to replace him with Jake Gyllenhaal. Turns out he's Mysterio. Oh
He's
man,
a good ass Mysterio.
Mysterio was so good.
Have we talked about Spider-Man in every episode?
Oh, this is like the 5th time we've done this.
At least.
Oh, hey, the Snyder Cut got a release date. Oh, yourself.
No, I mean that's cool if you care.
I do. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a 4-hour long movie.
4 parts, right?
It was
On
originally
HBO?
gonna be 4 parts. They were
Yeah.
gonna do a 4-part sequence, but he's like, "Nah, we're gonna do 4 hours."
Really?
Yeah,
They're just putting it out there in the wild.
March 21st. Yep,
I'm not watching that for you.
that's fine. I'll
Okay.
watch it myself. And I'll explain it to you, the whole thing.
Great. There goes an episode of the
I
Bardic
know
Beards.
it's gonna be great. Nah, we'll probably just brush over it. Talk about what's different. You know, like Henry Cavill's mustache.
Oh yeah, they had to CGI that thing, didn't they?
How? Oh my god! Like, okay, look, I can't grow facial hair that fast,
Yeah.
right? The guy has a great mustache. Don't get me wrong. Like in Mission Impossible, which is the reason he had to have it.
Mm,
He had that mustache. But was it that important?
probably not.
God, it was so bad.
What a guy.
I remember the first time I went and watched it. I was like, "This isn't that bad."
Yeah.
The CGI.
I didn't notice,
I did.
but I didn't hear about it first either.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I was looking for it. I guess
So, yeah.
it was. Just,
I like saw it online afterwards or whatever.
I guess it was in his contract. He had to have a thick, luscious mustache. I don't know.
So terrible.
Apparently, it looked bad too. Like because they had to like pin it back with dots and stuff, and they had to pin us like up to here. And the reason it doesn't look good, like it's not that the CGI is bad, but like doing this part
Yeah.
in CGI is really hard.
Sure, your mouth moves a lot.
We talked about that with Luke Skywalker. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good deep fake.
yeah,
But his mouth was a little off.
Yeah, exactly.
And this was years later.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like if we deep faked it now, it'd probably be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do? I don't know. Maybe they did that.
What? Oh, like re-deep faked it?
Maybe.
You hope so.
I hope so. Yeah. Apparently, Snyder got rid of anything that he didn't shoot.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's not just extended; it's completely recut.
Yeah, it's completely recut. That's why it's called the Snyder cut.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, you know, I thought it was honestly like when I heard that he had to step down, totally fine, you know. But then when I heard Josh Whedon was coming in, I was like, okay,
If
I
it
can get behind this.
Yeah.
The guy did the Avengers,
Sure.
but he tried to make it the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not the Avengers.
not the Avengers whatsoever.
If this totally changes the tone of the movie,
Mhm.
which it's gonna be hard to do, then I'll consider watching it. But like, it's just so bad.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Oh man, I can't wait for the episode when we have to talk about Dune. Also,
Gonna need to watch that.
But
I actually have some interest in watching that.
It's gonna come out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And it looks so good. I was talking about it with Devin. Today. Yeah, we're talking about it today because him and I are having a hard time getting our fantasy novels straight. we went right from Dune into this new series him and I are listening to. Oh man, I want to talk about that one day, but I think we're gonna need him here.
Fair.
Yeah. For anybody wondering, Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive, great series. Yeah.
I will take your word.
It's so good.
Gonna have to on this one.
It's so good. Oh,
Hey.
I will purposely go home, put my headphones in,
Yeah.
and like just put something on in the background of the TV just to listen to the book.
Why bother with the TV?
I had to have something on in my room. It's weird.
That's weird.
I had no volume for it, but I don't know.
Watching a show and listening to a book.
I'm not watching the show. I just had to have something on. Like, man, I'm fucking weird. Okay.
Creeping me out a little.
Probably. Just suck it up, data.
Got all this internet.
I got all this internet. I gotta use it somehow. Fuck.
Oh man.
Oh well, that's all I had written in the notes. But I don't know, where are we at?
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Self plug.
Yeah.
I'm selling Pokemon cards on the interwebs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plug.
TCGplayer.com. Got my own store. Started this week. You can find me if you search Dragonite Drops, one word. There's no good way to link a TCG Player store, which I found out, which is unfortunate. And I don't have any feedback or that many cards listed because I can't yet. But there's some good deals on there, so hit it up.
And he's got a Sylveon for $10.
The full art from Guardians Rising.
Guardians Rising. I remember when that one came out.
Yep,
I was there for that.
I like that card. You
It
know,
is a nice card.
There's a new set, Hidden Fates, newish.
Yeah.
Where
you can't get it, I know.
Yeah, you can't get any fucking thing right now. They reprinted a lot of the full arts from the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But with the shiny Pokemon.
Okay.
I'll show you some of them. They look super dope. But anyway,
there's a big Pikachu on there. Man, he is
the fucking chonkin' boy.
He is the Godzilla of Pikachu's right now. That is, he's a hefty chonker.
That's right. There's a VMAX Pikachu on there. Go get him.
Oh man,
it's not the Rainbow Rare. Sorry. That card sells for $30. The Rainbow Rare is $300.
Ooh.
Yep.
God.
People like Pikachus.
Yeah, they really do.
Yep. And
damn,
Charizards.
that Lele is $225. Holy shit. For full art. I forgot how good of a card that is, though.
Yeah. Cardboard is expensive.
Cardboard is expensive. So is plastic, though. So
fair enough. You had anything going on this week, couple weeks?
No. Wild Endeavors every Wednesday,
9 a.m. I make up time every time I say that.
I don't know. Maybe
it comes out when it comes out.
Comes out when it comes out.
Look for it wherever you podcast.
Everywhere. Podcast everywhere.
Yep.
So
better than us.
And then Bardic Beards. Of
Bardic
course.
Beards. Hey, check it out. We're on Twitch.
Yep. And YouTube.
And iTunes and Spotify.